Hello and welcome to the first official TARDIS Audios podcast. I'm here, Dan. I'm here to talk to you guys about Doctor Who, Big Finish, TARDIS Audios, and everything to do and to have with Doctor Who. So, let's get cracking. Our first segment today is Doctor Who Series 8 news, and we've had a massive boo-boo big error by the BBC today, as the BBC plea with fans after Series 8 scripts leaked onto the internet. The scripts that have been leaked are the first 5 episodes that will debut Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor. The series will start on August the 23rd, and as I say, the first 5 of those 13 episodes have been leaked online for everybody to see. A BBC statement said, BBC Worldwide is currently investigating a security issue around Series 8 where unfinished material had inadvertently been made public. We deeply regret this and apologise to all the show's fans, the BBC and the cast and crew who have worked tirelessly making the series. We would like to make a plea to anybody who might have any of this material and spoilers associated with it not to share it with a wider audience so that everyone can enjoy the show as it should be when it launches. The statement goes on to say, we know only too well that fans are the best in the world and we thank them for their help with this and their continued loyalty. They've started a spoiler-free campaign, #KeepMeSpoilerFree, so use that because nobody wants to be spoiled as much. Yeah, sure enough, photos or things like that, we always like to get a little bit of a hint, is there going to be Daleks, is there not? But when you have an entire script, it's just not nice. It's not nice. It shouldn't be done. And those people that did it are very, very naughty. Okay, so now we're back to our episode reviews, and this one is going to be a TV episode review. Now, I've got a bit of a confession to make. In the sort of, I don't really know what that video can be called. It was kind of a little trailery sort of thing for this podcast. I said that I'd be reviewing Remembrance of the Daleks in this first podcast, which will be coming out later this week. Yeah, I lied. Well, I didn't lie. I just sort of haven't done it. I'm currently on episode 2, or part 2 of Remembrance of the Daleks. So yeah, we're incredibly organised here at TARDIS Audios. Yeah, just life and stuff gets in the way, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, we've got Plan 2, Plan B, backup, #ready, and we've got The Talons of Weng Chiang, this 6-part epic starring the 4th Doctor himself. And that was my incredibly brilliant impression of Tom Baker there. Thank you for the round of applause. Okay, so the plot. The TARDIS, the Doctor and Leela arrive in Victorian London at the end of the 19th century and immediately start investigating grisly murder in the East End of London. It's got to do with a giant rat, a theatre and some Chinese kung fu people. What did I think of this serial? Yeah, it was good. I think we've got to set up a rating system, haven't we? We've got to be professional, and I think we're going to do that. Out of 10. Let's go for out of 10, yeah? We'll go for out of 10. I think we'll start off with out of 10. Talons of Weng Chiang. 7. I think a 7. I think it didn't need to be so long. There were bits where it just sort of dragged. I didn't really care about Jago and Lightfoot, or what are they called? Jago and Lightfoot? I think that's their names. I didn't really care too much for them. I like the characters, but it was just sort of when you had entire sections of episodes just dedicated to them, it was sort of like, I want to see the Doctor and Leela. And the baddies, I don't want to see Lightfoot and Jago. I'm probably butchering those names, but is it Lightfoot or is it Littlefoot? Hang on a minute. I'm gonna have a look at my script here. Yes, it is Lightfoot. Look at me, Doctor Who expert number 1 here. Yes. So basically, this 6-part epic takes a lot of sort of stuff from the very gothic-y area, from the very gothic era, which is Tom Baker, and you've got bits of Jack the Ripper in here, and we've got lots of brilliant stuff. We've got the Phantom of the Opera, we've got Jack the Ripper, we've got everything, sort of mixed in along with great big unconvincing giant rats. And I was watching an interview with Stephen Moffat on this episode, and he said it's sort of like a Mickey take, it's a comedy. I don't really disagree, but I don't agree to the full extent. I think it is meant to be taken seriously to a degree. It's a gothic-y episode. It's just when you sort of involve an evil sort of robotic pig dwarf Chinese person, you can't really call it a gothic eerie thing, can you? When they're shooting lasers out of a giant dragon. So yeah, 7 out of 10. I'll give this episode. It was okay. In fact, it was better than okay. I enjoyed it, but it just dragged on. I think you could cut one of those episodes quite easily, and you'd have probably an 8 out of 10. Dragged on. It was good. It was Tom Baker. Tom Baker and Leela were, Tom Baker and Leela? The Doctor and Leela were both exceptional. Tom Baker made me laugh. Leela was just so brilliant. One of my favourite companions ever. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Brilliant. Okay, on to our next section now, which is Big Finish. And I'm going to stop doing that announcery voice because it sounds weird. So, I have actually listened to the episode that I said I would, because it's the only Big Finish that I own, and it's my first foray, is that the right word? First foray into the brilliantly wonderful Big Finish universe, and it is The Crooked Man by John Dorney, a part of the Fourth Doctor Adventures, with the Doctor and Leela. Here's the trailer.
Doctor Who, The Crooked Man.
Once upon a time.
What? Please! Don't worry. This won't hurt a
bit. Hello? Anyone in?
These buildings look abandoned.
Everywhere's shut. And I could have treated you to some candy floss or enjoyed some rock.
How could we enjoy a rock?
Excuse me?
Halt! Who goes there?
A policeman.
PC Andrews. Ellis Andrews.
We saw the paper of news.
Were the other deaths of equal ferocity?
Doctor, stop! I thought I saw someone in the shadows. They were watching us. They looked strange.
For such vain creatures, they are suspicious. I enjoy eviscerating them.
Night-night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs... What the...
Subscribers get more at bigfinish.com.
Okay, so this episode this serial is about 60 minutes long, approximately. And what did I think of it? It was amazingly good. It was so brilliant. The plot, which I can't mention the plot too much because it'd give away so many spoilers, but that plot, it's so good. It is so brilliantly, excitingly, just good. Out of 10, an 8 or 9 for me. The only thing that let it down, the only thing, was that I kind of felt that the villain of the piece, how do I word this without spoiling it? The villain of the piece was dealt with too easily, and it kind of just ended. There was no kind of repercussion to what sort of happened in the end. It kind of just ended, and I wanted more of it. I wanted a 6-part Talons of Weng Chiang episode length, because I just couldn't get enough of it. I loved every single second of it. Oh, I love it, and I will definitely, hopefully be going back to Big Finish 4th Doctor Adventures, because it was just so funny as well. You know, Tom Baker, he's just so funny, and Leela, Louise Jameson, she just plays that character so well and so believably, because with a character like that, you could so easily make her just this dumb person, but she actually makes some really, really good points. I mean, there's a bit about, the Doctor says something about being in a boat, or we're all in the same boat, and Leela says, well, we don't have a boat, and the Doctor says, well, it's just a figure of speech, and then he says it later on as well, and Leela says, we haven't got a boat, stop mentioning boats. And I just think that's so brilliant, because it's true, isn't it? And, I just love this episode, and I'm rambling on. Get it, buy it, John Darney, brilliant script, Big Finish, well done. 4th Doctor Adventures, The Crooked Man, exceptionally good. Okay, so we're back in the studio, and by studio I mean we're just sort of back here. We haven't got a studio, but anyway, in that last segment I said let's go get some more news. There isn't any. I just sort of think we should end this now. Please like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Go to our website, TARDIS Audios. Really do investigate Big Finish, because they are so good. Go and have a look. They've got trailers that you can listen to for free, podcast with Nicholas Briggs, and other people like John Richardson, and they're just so good. Just listen to them for free. They're so good. You've got ranges from the 5th Doctor all the way up to the 8th, and it's just brilliant. They're just so good. And for the people who leaked those scripts or are going to give other people spoilers, please don't. Just keep it to yourself, and then that excitement will buzz you up so much for that actual episode, because you're thinking, I know this is going to happen, I want this to happen, and then when it happens it's like, yes, rather than just going around going, oh well, so and so is going to die, and there's going to be this enemy back and everything, because it just ruins it. So don't do that. But let's finish on a happy note with a happy jingle, and we'll see you soon for another TARDIS Audios podcast. Peace.